Hi friends. So I am making a video now to kind of show you different ways that you can find arrays or even make arrays within your household. And then what you can do to kind of explain your thinking and your procedure to, or your pathway to get to your answer or product, your final answer. So here I actually created this one using some different Lego bricks. So I found um, three Lego bricks that were 10 studs long and just two studs wide. Laid them out. So all around, if I look at just the rows, this is where I could say 6 rows of 10 equals 60. I could have also looked at it as 6 times 10, or I could have done that repeated addition where I said 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. Add all those up and I would get to 60. Another way I looked at this was looking at it as individual bricks. So there's 3 groups of 20. So then I said 3 times 20 equals 60, or 20 plus 20 plus 20 equals 60. So that's one example of an array that you could actually build within your house. If you have Legos or blocks or whatever you want, you could build something similar to that. Another array that I found, and this is kind of brings it into that personal aspect of math, bringing it at home, is like my family, we really enjoy playing games together. So I kind of thought, what games do we have that might show arrays? And Twister was a great example. So here, if you look at the circles on the Twister mat, you have 4 groups of 6. So here we had 4 times 6. I eventually found my answer, and how I did that was saying 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, so that repeated addition. I knew that 6 and 6 was 12, so then I just added another 6 and 6, which is another 12, so it's 12 plus 12, and that got me to 24. So I kind of had to break it down, right? And then it got me my answer, which was 4 times 6 equals 24. So that's another array that I just found within my house as a game. Here I have another one. So this one again, it's another game that we enjoy playing, and this one's kind of interesting. Fun fact, it's from Owatonna, which is where I'm originally from, and it was created there, so pretty cool. But with this one, I found that it had 10 groups of 10. So in each row, there were 10 cards or little places to put your little chip, and there were 10 rows. So I said 10 times 10. I had to think about how to get there. So I knew 5 times 10 was 50. And then I know if I add another 5 times 10, that would be 10 groups total. So I said 5 times 10 plus another 5 times 10 was 50 plus 50. That got me to 100. So that's just another way that you can solve this array. And then finally, I have one more example for you. This one I stole right off our fridge. It's a magnet of a calendar that we got in the mail. So just looking at these months on the calendar, I kind of looked at it and said, hey, here's 3 months that are kind of lined up nice up and down, and there's 4 different columns. So I said 4 columns or 4 groups of 3, and I was able to break that up, and I did repeated addition again, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which eventually got me to the answer of 12. So I went back into that multiplication problem. 4 times 3 equals 12. Now, friends, I did 4 different examples. I don't expect you to do 4 different examples for your Flipgrid. I would like if you found one example around your house, posted that video. If you would like to find more, feel free to do more videos. And explain that thinking just like I did. There is a whiteboard feature on Flipgrid. Pull that up and explain your thinking or talk through how you got your answer. All right. I'm super excited to kind of see different arrays that you might have found throughout your house and to hear your thinking. All right. I hope you enjoy, have fun, and we'll chat later. Thank you. Bye-bye.